Good morning, guys. It's Amanda. Today is April 30th, Saturday, 2020. Oh, humidity's gotten horrible, y'all. Horrible, horrible. I'm actually coming out here. It's 9 o'clock. I should have been out here a whole lot earlier. But anyway, I'm going out here to harvest some of my broccoli now. We planted this about the 1st of March, I believe it was. And these are plants that I got for $3.50 some a pack, a 6-pack back at Walmart. I also seeded mine, but they didn't do good, and what did do good, hubby killed. I'm telling y'all, working in a garden is hard. I know a lot of people are having issues with stuff being so expensive. I totally get it. I don't know. I just thank God I got what I did when I did. So I'm going to take you in here and show you what I'm picking. I have already picked some of this broccoli. I have already picked some of it. Still got lettuce going, the second row of it. Need to work on it. Picking on that too, picking that occasionally. These are my plants. They're not doing too good. But take you over here to these that I got from the Walmart plants. And they're Lieutenant, by the way. I'm going to show you how amazing they are. Now you can check the, what do you call it? I'm trying to give you an example of how big this joker is. Here's my hand. That's the cabbage. It ain't nowhere near ready. But looky here, y'all. Look. I get to pick this beauty. Come over here. I got another one. So let me go ahead and get this picked and see how many heads I've got. And I still have smaller ones that are kind of like coming and going as they do. But let me go ahead and get these picked. There are, I can't remember, like 30 some plants that I got from Walmart. So let's just go ahead and see what I end up with. I'm quite sure this bag and that bucket ain't going to be enough, but we'll go ahead and see how many I end up picking. I'm going to start with this one. Kind of hard because I don't want to break it too hard. What do you call it? Now you know a broccoli head's ready when it's like this and it's all tight. When you start seeing a little bit of yellow, and I'm not sure if you can tell, you need to pick it, because if you don't, it's going to get really hard. Look at you. Always in middle trouble. There you go. Picked it. Here we go. It's the first broccoli head of 2022. Oh, I'm so thankful. Can't wait to see. Yes. Am I boring you? How many heads I actually get. And a good thing about this is that if you look already, it's already putting out side shoots. So we should get quite a bit more. The sad thing is this right here. We always used to feed these leaves to my cow. We're not. We'll put them in the compost right now. We'll do something with them. So let me go ahead and get these picking, and I'll come back and show you what I end up with and how I process them today. All right, guys, so I'm back in my kitchen. I ditched that big silver pot because it was pointless. This is like one of those huge Lidl bags that I use for groceries. It's absolutely slammed full of my broccoli. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm like so ecstatic over this. Okay, so here I have some heads that I don't know about the size of my hand. Let me show you that one. And okay, so here's just some of the broccoli I've taken out. It's nowhere near as big as I used to get like literally 15 years ago, but it is big. Here's another good size one. This is a little bit bigger than my hand, but they're good because I know if you look, you'll get a lot of stalks in there, a whole lot. So what I'm going to do now is take all of this. I'm going to go ahead and cut it up into pieces. Then I'm going to show you how I process it to put it in the freezer. After I process it for the freezer, you can also put these in the dehydrator. I might do that later, but I've got so much going on today, it's not funny. But this broccoli has always got to be the first one done because truthfully it should have been done yesterday, but it was totally not going to happen because I had other stuff going. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and process this broccoli and show you how I'm doing it. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get this started. All right, so what I'm going to do, guys, is take this broccoli. I'm going to cut it up into florets, which you've seen I've already done here. Once I do that, I'll start processing it with the hot water, blanching it, the cold water, and then letting it drip dry. And then I'm going to take, this is what I normally buy for my broccoli. It's $1 at Walmart. It is, as of today, April the 30th, 2022. This equals 12 ounces, and it's a pretty full bag right here. And I'm going to empty this bag out, put my broccoli in here, and see how many heads it actually will fit into here, if that makes any sense. I'm kind of getting a cost comparison of what I grow versus what I'm, how much my broccoli's worth. Well, actually, my broccoli's going to be worth a whole lot more because this is organic. It's had nothing on it. unless hubby sprayed it and didn't tell me, which he better not have. I don't think he did. Anyway, we're going to see how much this broccoli would go. Right now, I did know the other day when I went to Lidl or Aldi, one or the other, 2 of these broccolis they had wrapped up in plastic were like $2.50. $2.50. I'm going to go there. But anyway, let me go ahead and start getting this chopped up, and I will come back and show you how many I actually get in here and how many heads I got and all the other tabulations. I did want to show you how I cut this up. You just get your head here. You want to cut it. You basically want to get this big part off right here. Take it and just cut it like that. And then they pretty much fall into florets, you know. And what doesn't fall into a floret, you just kind of like pick off yourself like this. Just kind of like pick them off, and there you have it. You know, broccoli is one, to me, the easiest things to grow, as long as the conditions are right. That's the biggest thing, is having the right conditions outside, and Lord willing, with everything. So yeah, that's how I do that. And this is all the waste, and I'll show you later what I'll do. Hope that is coming in, what I'll do with it later. All right, guys, so now I'm going to show you how I'm processing this. This is everything I've got cut up completely. I have boiling water. I have all of my cut up broccoli. I have ice water. It needs to stay so cold that the ice is in here. Something to drain, and put the broccoli on a drain. I'll show you this. It's really fast process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a handful of this broccoli. I'm going to actually put it in here because I don't want to like burn my hand. I'll just do a small batch to begin with to show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put it in here. Okay, just going to put it in there for about 2 minutes. I'm going to set my timer on 2. I am not going to boil this completely. I'm just going, it's called blanching, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to blanch this for 2 minutes. You can see it's already starting to turn green. That's natural green, y'all. And once this, now sometimes if you look in here, I have done this before, and there have been bugs, worms floating around in here. Last 2 years, I'm not seeing any. Usually you should soak this in salt water to draw them out, but this takes them out too. Just, you got to pick through it. I don't know if that sounds gross or not, but it is what it is. Been doing this for years and years and no problem. But anyway, here it goes. Like I said, I'm just going to let this boil for about 2 minutes. All right, this has boiled for 2 minutes. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to see if you can see this or not. Watch me. I'm going to take this broccoli out of here. Go ahead and turn this off. I want to drain it. I want you to see this beautiful color of this broccoli. Of course, you can eat it fresh. Oh, by the way, I've already ate some fresh. It's really amazing. Like I said, you don't want to do this more than 2 minutes. Some people say more. I found 2 minutes is a good enough time to do this with. Okay, I really need to work on getting some bigger ladles. Okay, so here's what it looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see that, and I'm going to take this, and now I'm going to immediately plunge it into this cold water. Okay, I'm just going to take it, put it in the cold water, stir it up a little bit, and I'm going to let it sit in the cold water for 2 minutes. Same thing right here. Just let this sit in the water for 2 minutes. All right, this has been sitting 2 minutes. All I'm going to do now is take it out of here like this and put it onto my cloth lined cookie sheet. You can paper towel. You can do whatever you want. It's easier, honestly, just stick your hands in there and get this out. And then I'm just going to let this completely drain. There's my timer to go ahead and start my other batch. And I'm going to do that with the rest of these, just like that. I want you to get a good look at that, how beautiful that is, that broccoli is. And then after it's drained and dried up a little bit, we're going to bag it up and see how much I can get out of that Walmart bag, to see how much mine compares to that. And just to let you guys know, if you want to take the next step, you could actually dehydrate it. You'd still have to do your fresh broccoli just like this. But once it's completely dried, you put it in the dehydrator and dehydrate it whatever your settings are. And it does absolutely amazing, because you know that's the fresh broccoli. Like I said, the next step would be, if you didn't want to freeze it, if you wanted it more shelf stable, definitely dehydrate it. Y'all, this is amazing. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to show you right now. I've already done 2 batches. This is how much I still have left. It's absolutely slam full. This is 2 batches that have already been blanched and are cooling. I'm going to take my Walmart bag. It's 12 ounces. I'm going to go ahead and just throw these in here. okay, and see how many it takes to fill it up. Let's see this. It's going to kind of like give me an idea. Like that and shake it, yeah, to the top. Yeah, it took me that much, y'all, of my broccoli to go in this bag, and I have this. I'm getting excited. I think I might have at least, this will probably get about 2 more bags. I'm going to say I'm going to get at least, I don't know, I'm going to say 10 to 15 bags. I'm not going to swear it's going to be that many, but check back with me in just a few minutes, and we'll see how many I actually got of this. I can't wait to see, y'all. So guys, this is what I ended up with. Out of all the broccoli I harvested this morning, I harvested 22 heads. And out of those 22 heads of broccoli, I ended up with 10 12-ounce bags once they were processed. Like I showed you earlier, I used this. I filled this up so I can measure it up exactly because it's what I'm used to when I use the servings for dinner or whatever. And yeah, this is probably maybe 10 weeks worth of broccoli, depending on how often I use it. Like if I use it once a week, it'll be 10 weeks. So I've got enough to last me basically 10 weeks. We'll say give or take a little more because I use other vegetables. I don't use this all the time. And I also still have another, I believe, 15 or 20 heads out in the garden. I will get more off of those, Lord willing. They're growing. They're just a little smaller. And plus I'll get side shoots to use for fresh foods. And we do have 2 growing seasons here for broccoli. I've done it now. And I will try to start another batch of seedlings in, let me think, probably August. And we might get broccoli then. Summertime is harder. You don't get as much because the heat is so intense when you start it out. So anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Leave any comments below. What are you growing? What are you doing? We're all in this together, and I appreciate so much for you guys stopping by. Have an awesome day. God bless.